Thought Bubble Audio.
Look, up in the sky!
You will never find the more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Welcome to Beer with Geeks with Tim and Frank.
Who are you?
I'm Batman.
I am Iron Man.
Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Hi, Christopher. I'm Nero.
My name is Inigo Montoya.
You're a wizard, Harry.
A couple of guys with a couple of beers and a whole lot of pop culture nostalgia.
Make it so, number one.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Beatles.
Named the dog Indiana.
Life finds a way.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Now sit back and crack open a cold one, because it's time for Beer with Geeks.
It comes in paints?
Shaken, not stirred.
Great Scott!
I was way off. I knew it started with an S, though.
Hi, and welcome to Beer with Geeks, where two geeks geek out with beer. I'm Tim, and with me, as always, is my man who loves to travel across the country just to watch a movie. It's Frank. How are you today?
I will do anything. I will travel 3,000 miles just to watch a movie. No other reason.
No other reason. Not family-related, work-related.
Nary a reason.
Spiritual journey-related. No reason whatsoever.
Nope.
Just flat out to watch a movie.
And nothing else.
That's your one reason. And I say that, Frank, because it just so happens that you did actually fly out many thousands of miles, not just see a movie, but you have done that twice for the same movie.
This is true. This is true. Yes.
So there's a trend here. All right.
Yes.
Once it's just a thing, two is now a trend. Now you're like making it a thing. So it's kind of a thing.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. Roast me. It's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before we get into any of that nonsense, Frank, how are you today?
I'm doing okay.
Great.
How about you, bud?
Excellent. I'm doing just fine. Just fine. We're here on Beer with Geeks to talk about geeky things and drink something beer and or related to beer in some particular fashion, whether it be alcoholic, whether it be liquid. We're here. So, Frank, what are you drinking?
I'm not drinking a solid. That's for sure. I am drinking. So I spend some time up in Maine, especially in the summers, and so I often pick up local beers while I'm up there. And this one just spoke to me. I mean, just because of the label and what it's called. It is a Belgrade Lakes Light Lager, and it's from Definitive Brewing Company in Portland, Maine.
Nice.
And yeah, Belgrade is not exactly where I go, but it's in the region. But I go to like where a lot of lakes are up in Maine, and we spend some time near the lake. And it's got a nice drawing of a loon on it, and we got tons of loons up there. So yeah, I like it. It just sort of, I was like, oh, cool. That's literally what I'm driving on my way up to do, is to go by the lake and see loons. So I bought this. I'm about halfway through the 4-pack, and yeah, it's been a delightful light lager. Yeah, I'm not familiar with Definitive Brewing Company, but this is a real light, 4.2% and very just your standard light lager that delivers a little more flavor than the big mega breweries do. But it is all locally brewed in Maine and part of the Drink Craft Beer Collective and all that fun stuff. So yeah, cheers. What do you got?
I do have a question before I get into mine. Have you ever watched the movie or seen the play on Golden Pond?
No, I haven't. I'm familiar.
No.
I mean, I've heard of it, but I don't know really anything about it beyond that.
I won't go. It's really not totally relevant to what we're talking about or the stories, except that like loons are like a constant thing in it. And if you, as you described now, as an old man, are going up to the water to watch birds, to watch loons, potentially feed them. Who knows? Don't feed them bread. It's actually terrible for birds. Don't feed them bread.
We don't feed them.
And so, but I just think you would get a kick out of On Golden Pond. It's a really good movie. It's just about an aging couple and their daughter or son. I think it's their daughter and whatever. But it's really good.
It sounds very relevant to my life stage.
Doesn't it though? Doesn't it? Yeah. before you know it, blink, boom, you're just
Mhm.
on Golden Pond. So that's
Yeah,
how
well,
you roll.
could be.
I'm not drinking a beer. I was going to, and then I didn't feel like the beer, like sometimes you just
Sure.
don't feel it. But I did pick this up at the store. This is Shanky's Whip. Have you ever
Shanky's Whip?
Shanky's Whip? It is it's a whiskey.
Ooh.
Okay,
I'm not
right.
familiar with this at
Yeah,
all.
it is a black whiskey. Yeah, I know. I know.
Whoa.
The questions. It is like I said, it is from Ireland. It is kind of it's very hard. It's like licorice meets caramel whiskey.
Oh, interesting. Okay, licorice. I can already like kind of imagine how the licorice and the caramel. Yeah, I can imagine those flavors being very going with
Yeah,
the whiskey very nicely.
I haven't had it. I have had some. I haven't had it straight up yet. I've
Sure.
only had it. I had it in some coffee, and it
Oh,
was
nice.
incredible in the
Oh man,
coffee.
that's like the ultimate Irish coffee. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm actually gonna get the little thingy. Give me a minute. Riff for
Yeah.
hot
Sure.
minute.
I'll entertain the people.
There's
Yeah.
some background that I'd like to
Oh,
share.
okay. I love this. Yeah. I mean, I was in Ireland about a year and a half ago, and I went to the Jameson distillery and all that fun stuff, but I didn't see anything quite like that. I don't think. Although, you know what? Now that I think about it, when I went to the Jameson distillery, they may have had a black something or other that I may have sampled. Now that I think about it, but
Black whiskey.
a black whiskey at Jameson, yeah, in Dublin. So maybe I've tasted something like it now that I think about it more deeply. But what's the backstory
So
here?
I got like this thing that
It looks like a travel brochure.
I got this thing, and it says Shanky's Whip is smooth as cream, black as stout, Irish as whiskey, and delicious is in everything. Who was Shanky, you ask? Well, he was once to buck the trends, that's for sure. He loved his Irish whiskey, but he wanted it his way. Creamy, a wee bit sweet. I should probably do this in an Irish accent. Creamy, a wee bit sweet, and for some reason, black as a proper pint of stout. It didn't make much sense, but then Shanky never did. He just made his namesake whiskey liqueur, and then made his way through the world. And it actually gives me racetracks, where in Ireland they're from, gives me how to make the perfect Irish coffee, and then also a martini, an Irish mule, Shanky's French toast, the whip, the nutter, the
Shanky's French
depth-charged
toast.
old
That's ooh.
1 part Shanky's Whip, 1 part cinnamon liqueur or whiskey, 1 part butterscotch liqueur.
Nice.
Yeah. Shanky's cream, Shanky's this. Yeah. So, yeah. So it's a liqueur. It is a liqueur and whiskey blend to really
Yeah.
answer the question, like, what am I actually drinking? And it's got Shanky in a carriage with an ostrich, and it comes with a little ostrich top.
Oh, look at that.
Little ostrich topper.
And does it pour through it?
It should pour through it.
No way.
It's supposed to. Hold on.
Oh.
It's a little. Oh, it's because it's the stopper is still.
Oh, fair.
Got to actually take the stopper out.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah, that's really cool. That is really cool. That sounds incredible. I love that, and I'm envious, and I hope you're enjoying it. Enjoy it on my behalf, please. Yeah, there it goes.
Jane.
It is pouring through the bird's beak, filling his glass right about 1 finger, stopping at about a finger and a half there.
Yeah.
No, maybe one. Yeah, maybe a finger.
About a finger. Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers, bud. So you gave a good tease at the top. Oh yeah, what is it? What notes are you getting?
All the things I said.
Yeah.
Licorice. Like I said, licorice. More licorice than caramel.
Okay. More
It's
licorice
like
than caramel. That's what I would expect, right? That's like a stronger
licorice whiskey.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Maybe a little sweeter than I would typically always want to go for. It kind of reminds me of like a port or
okay. Sure.
or maybe even like a honey, like honey's like that kind of sweet.
Okay, I see. Yeah, sweet and is it sort of syrupy in that
syrupy,
way?
yeah.
Like a port.
It's very good though. That's excellent. Definitely wouldn't want to have it all the time. Otherwise, I'd
Sure.
be 1,000 pounds. But
Sure.
yeah. But excellent. Yeah.
Nice.
10 out of 10 purchase. Very happy.
Wow. Nice. And where you just came across it at the?
Just came across it at the store. I went in for whiskey because we were chatting about it off air at another time, and I had run out, and so I said, I really should. I have to restock, and so I went in to restock, and I came across it, and I was intrigued by everything that was happening.
That is fascinating. Yeah, that sounds fantastic, and I look forward to trying that at some point. It sounds amazing.
Yeah. Like you said, we teased something at the top, Frank.
Yes.
Feel free to ramble and riff as you do.
Yeah. So yes, I did go to another city. That city was San Francisco. And
was it a treat?
It was for work. So yes, I did. I was going for work. I was there for most of last week, and I was while I was there, I texted my friend Graham, and said, "Hey, I'm in town." You know, he lives in San Francisco. I should mention that. That's important. He lives randomly texted a friend who lives somewhere else. No, but I texted my friend Graham who lives in San Francisco, and I said, "Hey, I'm here. Like, I'm going to be here this week. Like, do you want to get lunch or something? Like, what do you do you want to hang out at some point?" And he was like, "Dude, I have the perfect thing. The San Francisco Giants at Oracle Park are showing the new Superman movie on the Jumbotron." And there's like a whole VIP package that's not that expensive that I'm already doing. You should just come. And I'm like, yes. Oh my God, that's perfect. I had heard this was happening, and I knew he was going. I didn't realize it was the same week that I was going to be there.
That's
so
great.
It just so happened that it was going to be on the Friday night, and I was taking a red eye home on the Friday night. So I had a few hours to kill I had like 6 or 7 hours between finishing work and my flight. So I spent a couple of those hours with Graham and our mutual friend Dane, and mutual friend Mark Fibbert, who these are all names you may know from podcast. Dane Davenport, Graham Hancock, and Mark Fibbert are all folks that have great podcasts. But that's how we know each other is through podcasting and through Twitter back in the day. And it's my first time meeting Mark in person, even though we've interacted many times. But Graham I've seen a bit, and Dane I've seen once before. So this was a nice sort of internet friends get together. And
like it's 2007.
Really was
get together. Yeah,
it really was. It was like the good old days in a way. But we hung out for a bit, and then off we went to the ballpark, and man. They did a nice job with this. So you and I went to see a movie at a ballpark a couple of years ago. We saw Into the Spider-Verse at Fenway.
Yeah, at Fenway. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was great. And the way they did it there was like they let us walk on the field at the beginning, right? Like that was the sort of a thing you could before the movie started, you could take a walk around the field, and which was really cool. It was very, very cool to walk on the field at Fenway Park in particular, right? It's such a historic place.
Right, yeah, it's not just like, this park that was built like 10 years ago or whatever.
It's cool to walk on the field of a major league park, period. But like, historic Fenway Park is very, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
If for those unaware, it's the oldest MLB stadium in the country. It's over 100 years old. Home of the Boston Red Sox, and a very historic place. So, I was expecting it to be something like that, where like, okay, yeah, we got to walk on the field at the beginning a little bit, and then it was like, we were sitting, were we like behind home plate or like sort of like along the third baseline, maybe?
I think we were third baseline.
Yeah.
I don't think it was home plate.
But we were right there, like we were right up like near the front, along the third baseline, and good view of the screen, all that good stuff. This was way more well attended. This was like, I would say maybe there was like 1,000 people at the Spider-Man one. This had to be 10,000 people.
What?
Like it was a big.
That's amazing.
And the really fun thing, out of all of it, was that they let us sit on the field to watch the movie. So we were just sitting. We went straight back to center field and sat as close to the barrier as we could. They had sort of roped it off, and we were at the very front, looking up at the screen, and like looking up in a good way, where it not in like the uncomfortable, like I'm sitting for front row of IMAX or whatever. Like this was like looking up, but just enough to fill your field
the
of
scope
view
of your
feel
vision.
like,
Right. Yeah.
It's happening. Like this movie magic is happening. So that was great. That was fantastic. And so much fun. But before the movie started, we did get to enjoy a bit of a VIP experience.
Like you, like, I don't know, met somebody dressed as Superman. You got a cool bag. Like, what happened?
VIP, like I got a fancy bag. Most of our audience is still audio only, even though there is a video component. If you like YouTube, but if you are watching on, and I have photos I can put in the show notes too, but you can see here that I did in fact get a fancy bag. It is a nice tote branded with the logo for the new movie, and helpfully informs you that it's now available on digital. That the whole event was about buy it on digital. That was like the thing. They even played one of the buy it on digital promos before the movie started. Like it was really a but
that message got out to 10,000 people.
Well, you know what though? They gave us all a free copy. The VIPs all got a code for a free download of the movie.
Nice.
Which so that was nice. I got a card that had a code on it and redeemed that puppy right away. So it is now in 4K in my digital library. Still want to get the Blu-ray just because it's one of those movies for me, one of the very few like a Star Wars or whatever that deserves to have a physical media representation.
Some movies you just know, you see it and you're like, this is it. I'm going to watch you more than once.
I'm going to watch this movie for many years, and I want to watch it in the highest possible quality. Higher than streaming. Even 4K streaming is nowhere near Blu-ray quality. 4K or 4K Blu-ray for that matter. So it's just a whole other level of image quality. But I digress. It was a lot of fun we got the bags. We got probably my favorite piece of swag was this hat, which has the new S shield in orange. And it has the little DC Studios logo above it. Honestly, I hate that DC Studios logo is there. I wish it were like Mark was saying, like they should have put it on the back or like on the side or something. And I totally agree.
Little odd that it's just like sitting above the
yeah.
But the brand of the hat, like the make of the hat, is great.
Yeah. It's like a nice trucker style hat, snapback.
Okay.
Yeah. So it is, it's pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with it. It is in my rotation of, as a bald man, I wear many hats, literally and figuratively. And, it is now in my rotation of hats to wear, about town. So, I also got, and this is, I got a Clark Kent, Daily Planet ID, which cool. Unfortunately is right now in my daughter's room because I was showing it to her, and I think I left it there. So,
I was going to say if that was me and my daughter, it would be in her room because she would have claimed it for her own.
She was wearing it around the house yesterday. So
that's how they become fans.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, immersion. Today we went shopping. We had to pick up a few things, and she saw a stuffed animal aisle that had those, like how TY, the Beanie Baby.
Yeah,
they make they make like the little bouncy balls that are characters.
Oh yeah,
have you seen those? They're almost like tennis balls, but they're like fuzzy.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
There's a Superman one, and she saw it at the store, and was like, Superman. And then there was a Captain America one that was smaller, and she went, Baby Superman. And what's funny is she's probably more as much or more familiar with Captain America as she is with Superman at this point. It's still early in her Superman, conversion or whatever.
Sure.
And indoctrination is what I'm looking for. So she hasn't, I'm sort of just sort of letting it be around and letting her gravitate towards it. I'm not like pushing it yet. So she's seen Captain America, she's seen Superman, but still Superman is the one that she latched onto and was like, yeah, that's baby Superman.
Baby Superman. But like as far as like association goes, she's looking at colors, like she's looking at blues and reds and being like, yeah, man, that's baby Superman.
Yeah.
And in some way, you're right, because every superhero is just baby Superman.
It's true.
Right.
And yesterday,
Father of all superheroes.
Exactly. Yes. Right. The first one, the forerunner to all of them. Yesterday we were also at another store, and there was a toy aisle, and there was a Batman mask, and she put it on and said, "I'm Batman," which is funny because she doesn't know that's the thing you would say.
That's awesome. I really thought for a moment you were going to be like, and she
called out
there was a
Superman
toy aisle, and she pulled down the Titanic that turned into a transformer, and she...
Oh my God. That's probably a deep cut for a lot of people. That's good.
Probably, but we have over 500 episodes. You can go and find whatever episode that was. I'm pretty sure it's early on, like
it's
really
pretty early on. Yeah,
easily first 25 episodes. I think,
probably,
if not first 50.
Yeah, probably. That sounds about right.
Yeah,
it was
favorite
early.
toys.
Yeah. Well, so that's going well. She's learning the superheroes, and that's going well.
Good.
But so that the badge is in her room. But it's a very cool. It looks just like his ID in the movie. And so I've got one of those now, which is fun. I wasn't expecting that. That was our VIP pass. You've got the Clark badge.
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
like
it doesn't say like VIP or anything like that on it. It's just like the prop, like the replica prop, and like that was just your VIP thing, which was it was just fun. It was
whoever came up with that loves their job.
Yeah, right.
And
right?
even potentially Superman. They're like, what would I want as my VIP pass? What can I get for myself?
100%. So we went to the VIP area. The movie was, you could sit on the field or you could sit in the seats like we did for Fenway, but most people like brought a blanket or a folding chair and sat on the field.
Yeah. Like if you have the option.
Right?
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah.
But the VIPs had their own section, so you didn't have to bring a chair or anything.
So not for that. Like the VIP still had to watch the movie with everybody else. The VIP experience was like off in another room. There's a bar / sort of club at Oracle Park it's like a very exclusive club for, my understanding is like just for like season ticket holders, and not even all season ticket holders, but like whoever the like
holders.
Yeah, whoever the like legacy people are and the like friends of the owners type of, that level get to go to this bar, and people are like on a waiting list to get for like months or years to get to visit it. But the VIPs got to just go in and grab a drink. They were selling the same drinks there that they were selling it. They had a few themed drinks for the night, like signature cocktails that were Superman themed that you could get anywhere. They were selling alcohol anywhere in the park, but they had the same ones there, and there was a bar that was exclusive just for us. It was this old, oak, dark, like vintage steakhouse kind of vibe, like old and dark and classy. You almost expect to start smelling cigars, like that kind of like old world thing, 19th century America type of thing. And as you walk further back, it's like a long, narrow kind of place. And as we walked further and further back, we knew there was going to be an ice luge that you could drink from. But that was all we knew, was like, oh, ice luge. Okay, cool. Like I've never done shots from an ice luge before. I've seen it done, but I've never done it. And I'm not really one for shots anymore these days.
Right.
I'm almost 37. It's not really, doesn't really, I don't love it anymore.
Doesn't sound fun.
Yeah. But for this occasion, I was like, I'll do it just for the like,
pay the money. Yeah.
Right. Like I'm here. So, it was the Superman logo. Like it was an ice sculpture of the Superman logo. And now normally these things have like a channel cut in the ice where, you know, they pour the shot in at the top and you sit at the other end, and it's like a little like maze or roller coaster sort of that the liquid goes on and makes its way.
It's a crazy straw.
It's a crazy straw. It's a giant
an adult version of a crazy straw.
It is an ice crazy straw.
Yeah.
Is what
Somebody who's not very into taking shots from ice luges, you seem to know a lot about how they're made.
I mean, I've seen them, right? Like I'm familiar with them, but I just never, never cared enough to do it. And of course, you still had to like pay for the drink. I think you had to pay for the privilege of using the ice luge.
I see. Okay.
But, and this is where it's like, oh, normally, it's like I said, it's like it's a crazy straw. This was literally it was a sculpture of the crest, and there was just like the channel was like just a straight down line in the middle of the logo, like ending at the point at the bottom, like just a straight line that they were pouring it into, and you didn't drink out of it. That's how they poured it into your cup, and then they just gave you the cup. So it was like, that's not an ice luge.
That's not really a luge. That's just
that's an ice sculpture with a hole in it.
Tunnel, right?
Yeah, it's a tunnel. Like it's just an ice sculpture with a hole in it. So
was the ice sculpture nice though, or was it?
It was
like,
very nice. It was very nice. Yes,
it wasn't like somebody took like, a bunch of ice cubes and glued them in the shape of an S or anything.
Sure,
like
no.
that.
I mean, it was nicely done, but not my favorite. So I didn't end up paying extra for a drink from the ice luge.
Missed opportunity to make it look like the Fortress of Solitude.
That's what I assumed, right? Like that's absolutely what I assumed when I heard there's going to be an ice luge
there, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's probably easier to make the diamond shape than to make, like,
I'm sure,
the crystal shaped.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. And that's absolutely reasonable. However, boo. Anyway, I'm so all right. We were a little disappointed by that, but like that was very cool. Like in and of itself, like getting to go to this exclusive bar and all that stuff. That was kind of it. Like that was kind of the whole experience. Was like you got the hat, you got the bag, you got the movie code, you got the ID. You got to go to this, exclusive bar in the stadium. But like that was
like, that hat on its own in the wild would cost you $30, maybe $40.
Oh yeah, at least
right. So like,
okay,
plus paying for the movie digitally, that's another $30. So right there, between the hat and the digital code of the movie, that's $70 that you would drop for those two things without the experience of being on the field, watching the movie, meeting up with some friends, having some ice, like whatever, getting a shopping bag, there's some good stuff in there.
Sure. Yeah. No, it was a nice little experience. It just, they definitely built it up to be more than it turned out to be, but it was a very good time. And a lot of fun. This is the largest screen this movie has ever been screened on. Which was very cool. Yeah. It is.
Were you able to stay for the whole movie, or
I was not?
Did you have to
No, I had to jet pretty early, actually, unfortunately. So it was a whole. I got the whole experience. The thing I wanted was to do the VIP experience and get time with my friends. And catch some of the movie. Like really it was just like up until the first like 10 or 15 minutes would have been enough for me. To like when he starts going back to fight the Hammer of Baravia again, and like the titles come up.
Is that as far as you got?
That is as far as I got. I got exactly what I wanted out of this experience. Like I got to see my buddies for a couple hours, do the VIP thing, got to come home with like a hat that I'll actually wear a lot, and so like I get to enjoy that, and all that stuff, and I got to watch enough of the movie that I was like wowed by the visuals and stuff on this giant screen, the biggest screen it's ever been shown on. So much fun, and I just it was a blast. But yeah, I got up to there and started making my way to the exit and hopped in an Uber and picked up my bags and caught my flight. Timed it pretty well too. I was pretty proud of that. So that was the story. That was the story of the evening that was Friday, September 5th, I think.
It sounds. I'm glad you had fun, and I'm glad you got to meet everybody. I mean, like getting a cool hat, seeing see even a little bit on the big screen. If you had watched, if you were able to watch the whole movie, how many viewings would that have been for you?
That would have been my 5th on a big screen, 6th overall.
Oh, so you watched that?
I watched it at home once. But 4 times in the theater, 1 time at home, and then 15 minutes at Oracle Park.
Sure. Yeah. I have not watched it at home yet. I have not. I don't want to spend $30. I just don't want to do it. I will wait till it's on sale.
That is totally valid. It'll go on sale on Black Friday. Like, totally valid.
Yeah. If not before. Truly.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So it's okay. I can wait a little while. I waited a long time to watch it. I saw it a couple times already. Right. I can wait a little while longer. Like exactly. I have to sit down and watch a whole 2-hour movie. Ha 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 ha.
I know, right?
Yeah. So
I did not watch that. That one viewing at home was not in one sitting.
Nope. Sure. It was probably like 2 days, 3 days. Yeah.
Yep.
And not consecutively.
Right. It's that is just the way our lives are right now.
That's correct.
But yeah, I got to enjoy it, and I've seen it. I've seen it in theaters as much as I've seen any other. Like Star Trek 2009, I saw 4 times. Avengers, I saw 4 times. Force Awakens, 4 times. Like a few big ones like that I really loved. But I've never gone more than 4. I wanted to go back for a 5th one for this one, but I just wasn't able to make it happen.
Sure. Yeah, so close because it's like this was almost your 5th. Like if flight was later or then something like that.
It's like 5 asterisk.
Yeah, 4.5 Vulcans. Yeah, to go right.
Sure.
That joke would make sense if you watched episode 8 of season 3 of Star Trek: Strange New Worlds.
I'm not up to episode 8 yet. I think I'm on 6.
6. Oh, you're close. There's the 8th episode. A couple of them have to become Vulcans for a thing, which is not the important part. But basically, when they are Vulcan, they kind of like mistreat Spock because he's half Vulcan.
Right.
And so he's like 5 Vulcans to beam down and like 4.5 Vulcans. Super rude. It's really it's fun. It's good.
Oh, that's so 4.5 Vulcans. That sounds like a sitcom.
4.5
Vulcans.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's not, and it's also not. It's not something you like want to literally see. It's like one of those like
true. Yeah.
It's like one of those shirts you'd see on T Fury, like 4.5 Vulcans, 4 Vulcans, and then just legs.
That sounds like if part of a Vulcan made it through the transporter in Star Trek 2009 when Vulcan got destroyed. If just like his dad's torso came through.
Yeah. How many Vulcans survived? 4.5.
4.5.
Terrible. Terrible. Well, Frank, it has been an absolute joy and pleasure to chat with you this evening. I'm glad you had a great experience watching Superman again. I love that this movie has brought so many people together, like you asked Graham if he was available, and you got to hang out with all these people and go to a cool park and do a thing and get a hat, and like that's just all because of this one movie. And that's just I think that's a really special thing.
Yeah,
so
man.
Yeah, I love it. So why don't you tell the people where they can find us?
BeerWithGeeks.com is the best place, and whatever podcast app you use is also a pretty decent place. YouTube is not a bad place. YouTube is not as consistent as the actual podcast. You'll definitely want to be subscribed, but you can subscribe to the actual audio podcast on YouTube anyway. So there's that. You can find us at patreon.com/thoughtbubbleaudio and help support making the show. But yeah, that and rate and review us. Tell a friend, all that good stuff.
Cool. Well, Frank, we kind of ran out of time, but I did want to say, hey, Man of Tomorrow got announced. I'm excited. You're excited. We'll talk about it at another time, though, because we're out of time.
We are.
Yeah. So until next time, cheers.
Cheers. I am like, is it Lex Luthor Man of Tomorrow?
I think so.
I think
it's
so,
both
right?
Of them. Like if they're
sure.
That's why it's not Superman Man of Tomorrow. It's both of them.
Yeah.
If anything, Lex is because he says it's not a Superman sequel, which to me means that I think it's a point of view from Lex's perspective.
I agree.
Just with Superman intersected. I think.
Like I could see it being as much Lex as we got in this movie. Like that's how much Superman you're going to get in this movie.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is, which I kind of love, which is awesome.
Never been done. Not just for Superman, but never been done for a comic book movie. I don't think, right?
No, I don't think so.
The villain is the POV character.
No, I mean there certainly have been villain POV characters. There's
for sure,
like Joker or whatever. But
but
never like the second installment in a story arc is now from the perspective of the villain.
Right.
No, unless you count Batman as the villain of Batman v Superman. The downside of doing it like that, whereas like if you had just as much Superman, say, as you had Lex Luthor in this movie, and you kind of reverse it, it does feel like you are shortchanging Superman for somebody else. But Lex is also in the movie a lot. It's
right, exactly,
not present.
Exactly, yeah.
So no, I think it's just about both of them. I think they, in a way we've talked about this, that in a way that Superman is about Superman and nobody shares the spotlight with him the same way. They're all supporting characters for him. Some of them have arcs, but they're all supporting characters. I think this one is, I think it's more equally
co-leads
of them. Yeah. But their arc is the same, just maybe from coming from opposite places.
Right.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see. But it's a very interesting idea, a very interesting thought.
Yeah. I'm just kind of loving that it's more Lex Luthor, but it's an evolution of his character. Like obviously we're getting him in his war suit, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm so
yeah. So and we haven't seen the war suit now because we saw it on Superman and Lois, we saw it on Supergirl, but
the big screen is the prestige.
Yes, it's not the same. Yeah.
It's almost like the Superman of record. You know what I mean? Like it's the canonical thing of our time.
That's true. I get because like seeing it on Supergirl is very cool, but like his face is covered all the time when he's in it, so you kind of miss out on that. And then it doesn't. The coloring is not right, and
also it's just like it's TV versus movie. TV versus the movie still has something of a like difference in the feel and the scale and all that, like not just that it looks better or will look better presumably, but like just the fact that it's on the big on the big movie, screen.
It feels more important.
Yeah,
even though it really shouldn't. Like
it shouldn't.
But
if you watch them both at home, it won't. Right, but if you see one in a theater, right? Yes, but if you see one in a theater, it's obviously going to have that impact.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Frank, we said we weren't going to talk about it, but we talked about it anyway. So you just throw that in wherever you feel like.
I'm just going to probably leave it where maybe leave it where it is.
Yeah,
we'll see.
But the people who wanted to listen.
That's right. The real ones know.
Yeah, we know you. All right.